Anxiety is a room with no doors. It feels like this, a place you are trapped in. The walls are made of your own thoughts. They get closer every day. My anxiety was a constant hum, a low-frequency noise that vibrated behind my eyes. It started in the morning, before I even opened them. The day was already too much. The weight of every small task felt impossible. Getting out of bed was a mountain. Making toast was a puzzle with missing pieces. The world outside my window seemed too bright, too fast, too loud. It lived in my body, a tight knot in my chest, a shallow breath that never felt like enough. It was a thief. It stole my concentration. It stole my sleep. It stole my ability to be present with the people I loved. I would be in a conversation, nodding and smiling, but my mind was elsewhere. It was busy running through every possible bad thing that could happen, every mistake I had ever made, every future failure I was sure was coming. It was exhausting. The world shrinks when you are anxious. Soon, the safest place is your bed with the curtains drawn. You are building your own prison, one fear at a time. Someone mentioned exercise. I think it was a doctor, or maybe a well-meaning friend. The word itself sounded like another failure waiting to happen. Exercise. It brought to mind images of gyms filled with perfect people who could breathe properly. There was a moment, a point of desperation, where the thought of doing nothing was scarier than the thought of doing something. The idea came back, but differently this time. Not as exercise, but as a walk. I could just open my front door. I stood there with my hand on the handle for what felt like an eternity, but I turned the handle. I opened the door, and I took a single step outside. The air hit my face. It was cool. It smelled like damp earth and car exhaust. It was real. I started walking. My body felt stiff and unfamiliar. Every step was a conscious effort. I focused on the pavement. Crack. Another crack. A stray weed pushing its way through the concrete. I kept my head down, avoiding eye contact. I was sure they could see the anxiety on me. There was no magic moment. I passed a park. I saw a dog chasing a ball. I heard children laughing. For a split second, I was outside of my own head. When I got home, I was exhausted. But later that evening, the knot in my chest felt a little looser. It was the first real silence I had felt in a very long time. The next day, I did it again. It became a routine, a small anchor in a sea of chaos. I started to notice small things, in through the nose, out through the mouth, left foot, right foot. The simple, repetitive motion was calming. There were bad days, but I learned to be kinder to myself. On those days, I would stretch. These were the victories. They were quiet. A small win was walking around the block without feeling like I was going to explode. It was feeling my heartbeat from exertion, not from panic. The change was gradual. The fog in my head began to thin. There were moments of clarity. Exercise became a lifeline. It gave me back a sense of agency. It was proof that my actions mattered. The room I was in now has a window. It lets in light. It lets in air. Exercise didn't cure me, but it gave me the strength to walk towards that window. For anyone lost in that fog, know this: a single step matters. It is about remembering the person you already are. And it starts with putting one foot in front of the other.